Welcome to the Shark Tank, where entrepreneurs seek an investment to start, grow, or save their business.
Hi again, Sharks. He's back.
You're amazing. I'm very impressed.
The power of Shark Tank.
I think it's the power of you.
If the Sharks hear a great idea, they'll invest their own money.
You're the real deal. You are probably the best entrepreneur we've ever had here.
You understand the offers. 20 million valuation, 13 million.
And fight each other for a deal.
You said it wasn't about the money. They keep on responding based off the money.
No, that's crap. That's not true at all.
But the entrepreneurs must get the full amount they're asking for, or they'll walk away with nothing.
One moment it was there, and then, poof, you lose a deal. No, I'm serious.
I'm serious too. No, not happening.
Oh, my God.
Who are the Sharks? They're self-made business experts worth billions. Kevin O'Leary is a shrewd venture capitalist who made his fortune selling a children's educational company for over $4 billion. Damon John dominated the fashion world with FUBU. Now he's the branding expert behind multiple global brands generating billions in sales. Robert Herjavec, son of an immigrant factory worker, founded one of the world's preeminent cybersecurity firms. Maury Grenier, the queen of QVC, holds over 100 patents and has launched over 400 products, grossing over $500 million in sales. And Mark Cuban, renowned billionaire tech mogul and the outspoken owner of the Dallas Mavericks.
My name is Dave Alwyn, and I'm from Peoria, Illinois. My company is Echo Valley Meats, and we specialize in the best meat products in the world. Thank you. Have a great day. I actually pitched my business on Shark Tank a year and a half ago and walked away without a deal.
Can't call your business plan bad because there isn't one.
You make a great product, but you're coming in unprepared. That doesn't cut it. I'm out.
I kept my chin high, but inside it was gut-wrenching. I truly didn't have a good enough business plan. I knew I had to go back and dig deep into my company, figure out all of my costs, and come up with a business plan, and that's exactly what I did. So we finally got this report back from the university, and now we know what it entails to acquire a new customer. Now that I have the marketing side down and my customer acquisition cost down, I know my numbers. I am excited. I'm coming back in the tank because I want a deal. More importantly, I want a shark as a partner. The Sharks might have got the best of me the first time around, but I can assure you this time I'm going to blow them out of the water. Hi again, Sharks. I'm Dave Alwyn of Echo Valley Meats from Peoria, Illinois. You might remember me from season 4 and my delicious meat product. He's back. I didn't get a deal and I was devastated. When I walked out those doors, held my head high. Your tough questions made me go home and scrutinize my business and become a better entrepreneur. Last time I was here, I was asking for $300,000 for 20% equity. Now, I am cutting it in half, $150,000 for the same 20% equity in my business. I am here to make a deal. My company, Echo Valley Meats, specializes in that old-fashioned butcher shop quality, and we deliver the most delicious meats and treats through our website and gift catalog, and I know the meat business better than anyone. I can't come empty-handed. I brought my son, Jordan.
I remember correctly, this food was delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I remember it. We ordered it Thanksgiving. We order it every Christmas. I eat those cheese garlic spread things and gain about 15 pounds. I hate those. Don't bring them anywhere near me. Hand them out.
Oh, this looks good.
All ladies first, please.
Oh, thank you.
Here we go again.
Thank you very much.
To die for.
Mr. O'Leary?
Thank you, Jordan. That's great.
Yep.
I'm just going to start eating, Dave. I'm not even waiting until they get theirs.
Everything on there is my own recipe.
These are so good. Fantastic. See you, Jordan.
Bye, Jordan.
Bye, Jordan.
Bye.
Come back with more. What happened to sales after you were on the show?
Sales after the show exploded. Business has never been better, but I took your advice and realized the one opportunity I have to scale is the mail order industry. It's not my retail, and it's not my catering. We decided to split the mail order off into its own entity now. Pre-Shark Tank last year was a roughly $190,000. Right now, we broke $1.4 million on our mail order.
Oh, just a mail order.
Just the mail order alone.
Wow.
Are you selling us today just a mail order?
Just the mail order, which I feel has the most potential to scale.
That's why you're asking for less money.
As I recall, last time you were here, Dave, where you ran into problems wasn't necessarily just valuation. You didn't know your customer acquisition cost.
Kevin, that number is $12, but more importantly, it only costs $1 to retain that customer. We've had great retention. Between 35 and 40% have came back and ordered multiple times, just like Mr. Cuban.
Really?
Yes.
So in the $1.4 million, what was your profit of that?
Approximately $260,000, 18.3%.
In this calendar year, how much cash will the mail order division that you're selling this equity in generate?
We're projecting about $1.8 million with a net of approximately $400,000.
$400,000.
This is a great story. Yeah, Dave, how much has the retail business, the other business, grown?
15%. It does not net quite as much as the mail order business. Retail is about 10 to 12. Mail order is 18.3%.
Man, you have your numbers down this time.
So last time you were here, one of my issues was competition, fighting the big guys.
That's right.
Let's take Omaha. They discount aggressively just before Thanksgiving. They do it again towards the holiday. I mean, they make really big offers.
Sure.
And they're acquiring customers that way. It's very compelling.
And that's what I'm going to do with the money. Gives me a little bit better buying power. Prime ribs and hams dip after Easter because nobody's going to buy those again until Christmas. So when the market softens, I can then take that cash and get all of my inventory bought in a lower time of the year because I know the market so well.
Just curious, how long can you buy inventory ahead of it?
The USDA says they don't really like anything longer than a year. 6 to 8 months is really my rule of thumb.
If you buy it on the 10th month versus the 6th month, does the quality change?
No, because it's vacuum packed into our freezer.
You're amazing. I'm very impressed. You're coming back in here, learning from things, building your business that big in just a year.
The power of Shark Tank.
I think it's the power of you. I love people that learn from their mistakes, but there's one little problem I have. Because I'm not a big meat eater, I don't think I'm the best partner to go into business with you. I'm out.
So, Dave, I'm trying to figure out, does it make sense to split the business?
I'm not sure it does. Okay, I'm going to make you an offer. Here it is. I'm going to give you the $150,000 for 20%. I have one other covenant. I want you to sell my Wicked Good cupcakes on your site. You're not going to do it for free. I want an allocation of their profits to you, too, and that has to be worked out with them as entrepreneurs. Sure. So my offer in summary is this. I will give you $150,000 for 20% of the whole business, and I want my Wicked cupcakes on your site.
Wait a minute. The whole business?
The whole business?
Yep.
Oh.
I don't know how to split your business up. That's the problem.
Dave, I'll give you $300,000 for 35%.
For the whole company. A piece of everything.
The whole structure.
Robert, $300,000 for 35. Kevin is $150 for 20.
I may modify my offer. I'll pay you $150,000 for 17.5%, which I think matches Robert's valuation.
Yep.
But I still want my cupcakes on your site.
Both businesses combined.
Yes.
He's offering the same value I am, just
But
less
he
cash.
doesn't have to give up as much of his family business.
How do you allocate your time between the two different companies?
You prioritize it, is what you have to do. You surround yourself with great employees, which is what I've done, and you start to delegate.
Mark, are you interested in making an offer?
So, I'll give you $150,000 for 25% of your mail order business, and I want an option to buy 25% of the other business for the same $150,000. If everything you say is right and the retail business is not really an impact, great. If it turns out you're splitting your time or something takes your time, then I have that option. So that's my offer. But I want to know now. What are you going to do?
Mark, you have a deal.
Done.
Wow.
Because you know I just eat my money's worth. I appreciate it. Thanks, Dave. Look forward to it. Thanks, Dave.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me back.
Congratulations, Dave.
Thank you, guys. Last time, I felt I blew an opportunity. I went back, corrected my mistakes, and it feels absolutely amazing to get a deal on Shark Tank and to have Mark Cuban as a partner. Doesn't get any better than that.
Next into the tank is an accessory company for what the entrepreneur hopes will be a huge new trend.
Hi, Sharks. My name is Brian Lim. I'm the founder and CEO of Amazing Lights. Today, we're asking for $650,000 for 5% of our company.
Wow.
Sharks, prepare to experience the latest dance craze called gloving. Oh, and Mr. Wonderful, we're going to be borrowing your heart for this performance.
If you can find it.
it's your turn to join the gloving movement. Gummy, could you please give back Mr. Wonderful's heart? He might be needing it.
Oh, I feel warm and fuzzy.
Lila's going to be handing out your own personalized E-Light Chroma glove sets.
Brian, does ours change color?
If you move it, Robert, you'll see your colors.
Oh,
So
wow.
Yours
It's just
changes
white,
when
but
you
it
do
changes,
this?
yeah. So does yours.
everyone's changes.
That's cool.
You can have up to 50 modes, and you can choose any of the 20 colors in any combination or order that you like. Charts, gloving is already moving from a subculture to pop culture.
So, Brian, how big is gloving a market? Because you've imputed a value on gloving of $13 million, because you've asked me for $650,000 for 5%. That is a very big number, and I'm going to assume you have some incredible sales to get me excited about.
Since we started about 4 years ago, we've grossed over $13 million.
Wow.
In this calendar year, how much will you sell?
We're projected for $5.5 million, and we are on target.
Just gloves?
Gloves is our primary product. We've created some ancillary products with the patent pending technology that we have, but it actually gets better than that, Sharks. I've taken profits from Amazing Lights, which I bootstrapped with $100, and I've created another company called iHeart Raves. iHeart Raves caters to all the festival goers and provides all the awesome, wild apparel. iHeart Raves in 2013 made over $1.4 million, and this year we're on safe for $2.5 million.
And these two businesses you're selling together, right?
Yes,
So just to be clear, you're selling both, and it's $8 million in sales.
correct.
Whoa.
It's clever. What's your background?
My parents immigrated here to escape communism from China. Growing up and seeing them work 18-hour days really, really hurt me and just gave me that strong work ethic. And I didn't want to throw away what they had provided me in terms of an education in the U.S. Mark, just like you, where instead of selling garbage bags door to door, I was burning CDs and selling those. I'd always known I wanted to be an entrepreneur. Didn't really know what the product and service was going to be. Funny story, my girlfriend actually got me into gloving. I gave my first slideshow, and I fell in love because I was attracting crowds of people around me. I've never had that feeling before, and I wanted to share that with the world.
So this is not patented.
We have a patent pending, and that patent is primarily on the programming method of the lights.
So other people make
Somebody
gloves with
else
lights.
could make gloves with lights, but how many other people are?
We own 80% of the global gloving market. The rest of the market is made up of 4 or 5 of our competitors, and I guarantee you that they do not operate at the same level.
Hey, look, no, what you've done is amazing, you know? I love to clap for
Thank you.
entrepreneurs to go from $100 to, here you are. The challenge, though, is, and you know it, there's a very good chance that it's transient,
Right.
that it's a fad. But you can make a lot of money by making something a niche. Just look at the gaming industry. There's a lot of things that have become big niches, right?
Right.
So what's one of these going to cost me?
Our gloves range from $20 for the entry level all the way up to $120, which is the E-Light chromas that you guys have.
What is the difference between the $20 model and the $120?
Programmability, you can customize the colors to whatever you want. You can customize the mode.
What's your margin? What's it cost to make?
Margin, it ranges from $10 to $17.
Are you making this yourself?
Yes, we designed it, did all the tooling and prototyping overseas. We have great connections with over 20 factories.
So strategically, what do you see next?
I am the most excited about the sport of gloving.
The sport?
It's become a professional sport. So International Gloving Championship has been developed by us. We've created the rules, we created the judges, we've created the format. They compete head to head.
What is the essence of the sport? Like, how do I win?
It's a performance. Whoever puts on the best performance, right?
Exactly.
Basically, this is breakdancing.
Breakdancing with a great product to fund it.
Well, you can sell, yeah.
When
you get to sell,
breakdancing
yeah.
came out, this is basically the feel and the energy of that. It's an underground swell. There are
Exactly.
crews, against crews. There are fans.
Brian, you're creating your own industry.
The great thing about gloving is that it's not genre specific. It has grown out of the EDM scene, but it's growing into hip hop and all other types of music. The bottom line is anyone that sees gloving thinks it's automatically cool. It's now my job to get it in front of millions of eyeballs, and I'm very, very confident that we can build gloving into a billion-dollar industry.
It's really such a great idea. You went out and created a competition to create the demand for it. It's fantastic. Tell me, how do you sell the product today?
So about 90% would be online. We have 2 retail stores ourselves, and we now have 3 licensed stores.
So now the goal is, if you're going to be a billion-dollar company, you have to expand regionally and really globally.
Japan is definitely a big market for us now. Australia is getting into it. I feel like I am the lid on our growth. I want to make sure that our hiring process keeps the bad people out, and I only bring in people that have a true passion for what we're doing.
All right. So, Brian, I'm going to make an offer. I'm going to structure it in a way
He
that
just said he wants to keep the bad people out,
Hey,
Kevin.
that's why I'm a good people. In my view, the transient nature of it has me a little nervous, but I can see someone here who's working his tail off, which is interesting. The diversity and diversification of revenue streams is of interest to me because that diversifies risk. I'm going to loan you $650,000. I'm going to ask for 3% equity, but it'll give you the funds you need to grow.
Kevin, thank you so much for the offer, but I will have to decline. That is absolutely not why I'm here today. I'm looking to get one of you sharks on my team to help us with the day-to-day.
So you don't want to do any debt, is what you're saying?
I've never gone out and looked for a loan for this company.
Okay, I'm out.
So why is the offer so small? Because if you want one of us to get out of bed in the morning to come work with you, why would we do that for 5%?
The 5% was because I'm not really looking for the money. I think you guys are the smartest business people on the planet. You know, why don't you guys tell me what percentage makes sense for you to jump into bed with us and grow this into a billion-dollar industry?
I'm going to give you an offer. I want to help you with all the licensing. I can get you the Marvels of the world. I can get you into the Spencers and Party Cities if that's your objective, and the other brand extensions. I'll give you $650,000 for 20% of the licensing that I bring to you.
Oh, not of the company.
So not
That
the
is not of
company.
your company. I will go out and get you the licenses. I take 20%. I don't want any equity.
All right, Brian, look, you're the real deal, man. Like, you are probably one of the, if not the best entrepreneur we've ever had here. And I think you need some help with growth. Here's the offer Lori and I want to make you. We want to help you. It's good to have two people.
In the trenches together.
All right? I think you got to license it. That's okay. But I don't think you need to give up 20% to license it. You can do that through the business. You can work out those deals.
Oh, no, you can. Not that easy.
Brian, once
Well,
you
here's
get
the
bigger, you can do better licensing deals than today. So why commit for that today? Lori and I would like to offer you $1 million for 8%. Straight up equity.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. The $650,000, right? 5%, and I'll be involved on the strategic side. We'll do a halftime with the Mavs. We'll turn down the lights. We'll let you do a performance so you can open up to Dallas. That's easy. And then Damon, as part of that, like he introduced earlier, is going to take responsibility for the licensing and earn a 20% commission for what he licensed. That's the offer.
So, you have the sports guy and the kind of music fashion guy who's going to work with you, or you have the queen of QVC and the security guy.
Wait a minute. I'm in retail everywhere and internationally.
Listen to me right now. I can get you into an arena. I work with Live Nation. We all do it. Lori and I want to be involved. We're going to change our offer. My friend, we want to be part of your team. $1 million for 5%.
That's a serious offer.
I'm going to say one thing.
Who would you hang out with?
Wait, no. The one thing that you said was it wasn't about the money, right? It was about the experience, and it was about the guidance, and it was about the support, right? They keep on responding based off the money.
No, that's crap.
That's not true.
That's not true at all.
So you got to make a call, Brian.
Brian, you've got to make a decision. 20 million valuation, 13 million. You understand the offers?
Yes, I do.
What are you going to do?
One shark is out. Brian has two offers on the table for his lighted glove company, E-Mazing Lights. Mark and Damon have offered $650,000 for 5% equity and 20% of any licensing deals that Damon secures. And Robert and Lori have offered $1 million for 5% equity in the company.
Brian, you've got to make a decision. 20 million valuation, 13 million. You understand the offers?
Yes, I do.
What are you going to do?
I hold true to it's not about the money. The valuation difference does not really matter to me right now. I'm looking at the non-cash value and what you guys can bring to the table. It's just very, very hard to deny Damon and the brands that you have built from the ground up. Lori, I've heard stories of your work ethic and it's just mind-blowing.
Brian, focus. Decide.
What's in your gut?
Lori, Robert, I know I would do very well with you guys. Mark, Damon, I would love to have you guys as my partner.
High five, baby!
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Thank you.
Bang.
Thank you.
All right.
Congratulations. Thank you so much for your time, guys.
Unbelievable.
I gotta tell you, I hate losing that one.
You never see a value like that in the tank.
I cannot believe what just happened in the tank. I mean, it's my wildest dream come true. I'm going to get to work with Damon and Mark Cuban. I can't even imagine what my work week is going to look like anymore. I'm so excited.
Earlier this season, we saw siblings Jeff and Jen Martin make a deal with Barbara Corcoran for their mini popcorn company, Pip Snacks.
$200,000 for 10%.
Are you out of your mind?
Let's see what they're up to now.
After airing, we had about 12,000 orders, which is about 11,000 more than we've ever had before. In the year leading up to Shark Tank, we had 200,000 in sales. In less than 3 months since we closed our deal, we have over $1.1 million in sales.
Hey, Jeff, Jen.
Barbara warned us of huge sales after Shark Tank, but we weren't quite ready for the volume. We wound up in a bit of a backorder situation.
I'm actually happy it happened so that we never have this problem again. The problem with back orders is you can lose a lot of valuable customers. People don't like to wait.
We were honest, told them what was happening, and then people that waited the longest, we gave 50% off and free shipping on the next order.
It took us 2 months to fulfill all the orders, but we did it.
And now we have a bigger business.
Yeah.
Co-packers here, there, and everywhere. Now we have co-packers in the Midwest, on the West Coast. We can sell as much Pipcorn as the customers will have. Guys, I'm just so proud of everything you've done here. That's the beauty of Shark Tank. You never know what you're going to see. Did I ever think I'd be investing in a popcorn business? Of course not, but here I am at Pipcorn, making money.
There it is.
We started in a pot at a farmer's market.
Next stop.
Nationwide. It's truly an amazing story that we actually are living, and every day we're just so happy to be doing it.
Next up is a way to make trips to the beach or pool worry-free.
Hello, Sharks. I'm Rob.
I'm Jonathan. And I'm Avin.
We're the inventors of the Aqua Vault. We're seeking a $75,000 investment for 12% of our company. If you're at the beach, the pool, or the water park and you want to go for a swim, what do you do with your valuables? We've all been there. Robert, do you tuck them in your shoes? Lori, do you ask the sketchy guy next to you to keep an eye on your stuff? Mr. Wonderful, are you constantly looking back over your shoulder every couple of minutes?
Not anymore. Introducing the Aqua Vault, a simple and stylish portable vault to secure your valuables so you can enjoy the sun without getting burned. Just set your code, insert your valuables, clamp down over any fixed object. Now you can stop worrying that someone's snooping around, ready to grab your belongings. Just lock up and go for a worry-free swim.
Sharks, we need your help to take us to the next level. Who wants to lock up and swim with us?
I think it's a great idea. I'm always doing this. Someone's always got to stay by the towel.
What do you sell it for?
Retails for $39.95, wholesale for $22.95. We make them for $10.86. We've only done one order with the factory. It was a 5,000 unit order, which is a minimum order, so.
So guys, talk to me about your business model. I've actually seen your competitor.
You have?
Yes, I've been pitched their deal. So tell us about your business model.
So right now we have a few different models. We're targeting hotels directly, cruise ships, theme parks. We're actually a majority of the hotels on South Beach right now.
Tell us the numbers.
Year to date, we've done 87,000 in sales. That just started 6 months ago. We have a contract for another 1,000 units by year end, so we're going to break 100,000 within our first
You
year.
sell the hotel or lease the space from the hotel for the units and charge the customers on their bill. How do I get paid?
Kevin, what we're doing is we're selling the unit to the hotels for a wholesale price. They're then renting it out to each guest between $5 and $10 a day.
Okay. Do you get any money off renting it?
Not just yet, no.
Here's my challenge. We deal with a lot of hotel chains. They are incredibly frugal. Why not give them to the hotels and then take a share in the recurring revenue? Because I do see that. I think people would pay $5 to $10 a day. Why haven't you gone that route? What am I missing?
We were just starting out, and at the same time, a lot of hotels are not going to want to open up their books to us to show what kind of revenue that they've made. The way we have it right now, we're selling it to them wholesale. They're getting their ROI back on the
And plus
product.
you get your cash back right away.
Absolutely. So we have 3 different models, which we'd like to really do. The hotel purchases a wholesale price. They then rent it out daily. The other model would be the gift shop model. The third model is the ideal model. Have them in every single room above the actual safes inside the room, shrink wrapped. For the point of sale sign.
That's tough, right?
Maybe a take me with you sign in
Convince them
Vegas.
what this is.
People like
Yeah, that's
people in
tough.
Vegas and resorts, things like that. Before you go down to the pool, you got to put your stuff in the safe.
I think it's a good idea.
But you just could use the safe that's already in the hotel.
But we live in a day and age right now where people want their smartphones with
I think
them.
it's a great idea. You know, I'll give you the $75,000 for 25%.
We greatly appreciate that offer. 25 is a little high for us.
You have no other offers?
Is there any way that we can open up to see if anyone else wants to participate?
There are 3 of us. You know, we've left our careers to do this.
Guys, I made you an offer, $75,000 for 25%. I don't mind. I'm not trying to be rude to listen if there was other offers, but I don't want to wait for other Shark Tank trash talk. So, $75,000, 25%. I don't hear any other offers coming.
I wanted
hear
to
a lot
ask
of
one more
talk.
question, and then maybe I'll be interested or not.
Exactly my point.
Can I get my information? Is it only in Miami where you're selling, or are you selling online as well?
Well, right now we're selling, we got the, hotels in Miami. We have HSN. We have a few catalogs.
You've been on HSN?
Correct.
And how did that go?
They purchased 850 units from us, and we also just filled a purchase order for TVSN in Australia. You guys are familiar
How
with
did
them, right?
did they all sell out on HSN?
We sold 200 units.
Oh, really?
Lori, how was that performance? Give me the advice, because this is your world.
Well, it wasn't a good performance. They know that.
Okay. Guys, what are you doing online?
So right now, we've just been relentless reaching out to the PR outlets, media, bloggers, magazine articles. We were featured on the Today Show, which definitely helped get our orders up. But I'd say we've been focusing more on the commercial end, so it's really been an 80-20
Yeah, but if you're
split.
getting all this PR, you would think there would be carryover online, right?
There definitely has.
How many units have you sold online?
We've sold roughly 250.
Whoa. Wow, that's low.
Well, this is more of a commercial product
It was
in our eyes.
in 4 months, right?
That's low, guys. Maybe there's a problem.
We have a dozen other online vendors selling the product right now, other than our website.
So what was the total sales that you did?
87,000.
87,000.
6 months.
33,000 was hotels of that. Everything else was done
$33,000
through.
was the hotels, and the rest was online.
All right, guys, I've heard enough. The more I heard, the more problems I heard.
You gotta
I'm not-
understand, we're new at this. We really
Yeah,
just
I hear
started.
you, but I hear more problems than I see opportunity. I'm out.
Oh, look at that. One moment it was there, and then poof, it's gone. That happens in the Shark Tank sometimes. You talk too much, you can't keep your mouth shut, and you lose a deal.
Have you sold to any of the water parks?
Yes, we're actually at the Rapids Water Park in South Florida. We're in talks with Wet n Wild and Typhoon Lagoon right now.
I have a deal with HSN, and I can bring the cost down. Here's my offer. $75,000 for 25% as well. But I need the answer now.
Look, I like deals that are bigger because they can get bigger. It's a nice product.
Guys, he always does this, and then he jumps in. Give me a yes or no right now.
Damon, give a deal.
Smart man. There you go. All right. Good stuff, man.
All right.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Thank you.
I really liked it when I first saw it, Damon.
Robert, these guys were so busy trying to get it out to the beach and do all that stuff, they didn't have time to concentrate on those sales. That's all it is.
It's really surprised they didn't squeeze their head a little harder.
Now that we have Damon on board, we can get our costs down and get the Aquavault out to more resorts, more places than we ever thought we could before. Damon, got the deal.
Can't believe it. So happy.
Next into the tank is what the entrepreneur hopes will be a disruptive brand in a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Hi, Sharks. My name is Catalina Gerald, and I'm the founder and CEO of Naya. I'm asking for $500,000 in exchange for 5% equity in my company. We think it's time for a new lingerie brand. At Naya, we're actually making product that's better than other brands at a fair price, and we do good. Through our Underwear for Hope program, Naya trains and employs single mothers to sew, so that you can feel good knowing every time that you buy a product that you're helping a woman in need. Naya is disrupting the $14 billion U.S. lingerie industry. But before I go to the rest of my pitch, I'm going to hand out some samples. Robert?
I will not try it on.
Yours is the jog.
Thank you very much.
Lori?
Yes.
Yours is from our Sparrow collection, which is my favorite.
Okay.
Mr. Wonderful. Since you're the sharkiest of sharks, I went the opposite way, and yours is the koala because it's the furriest and happiest of them all. Damon, you get one of the first samples from our new collection.
Thank you.
Mark, you get Rocker Girl Blue because it matches the colors of the mask.
That works.
Each one have a message inside?
They do.
I am not weird. I am limited edition.
Well, this is cute. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken.
Most lingerie is made for men, and it's marketed for men. This is for women. So we put the prints on the interior of the bras because it's for you. So which one of you sharks is interested in learning more and joining me in creating the next big lingerie brand?
Tell us about your business. What are your sales?
They're $145,000 in about 5.5 months.
What does it sell for? How do you sell it?
So let me give you an example. This bra sells for $60.
How much does it cost you to make?
That particular bra is $7. Our margins are 72%.
Wow. Okay, that's impressive.
Can I ask, with all due respect, why you think at this point this brand, Naya, is worth $10 million?
Well, it has to do with how much money we've raised in the past.
Why do I care about that?
You know, I'm from Silicon Valley. Mark's from Silicon Valley. He knows.
Well, I guess he'll give you the money then.
All right. Tell us about the valuation. How much money did you raise?
So we raised $850,000 at $5 million free money valuation about a year ago when it was just on a napkin.
What was on the napkin?
I'm sorry?
What was on the napkin?
The partner that I had been speaking to, when he talked to me on the phone first, because he didn't even want a meeting with me, he said, I've seen so many lingerie companies, chances are I'm going to say no to you. I convinced him, and we actually met at a bar over a glass of wine, and I showed him my prototypes. Like, just, I had drawn. I'm a designer, but I'm an MBA, I'm a lawyer, all kinds of things.
Where'd you go to school?
Stanford.
Of course you did.
Let me understand this. What's unique to you?
That's getting there. That's not what makes a brand. What makes a brand is one, you need to look into our manufacturing processes. So what we're doing on a supply chain level is very different than what anyone else is doing. What you see in the lingerie industry are the lead times right now. Lead times are over a year.
Yeah, but a lot of that has to do with scale, too.
No, it has to do with how you buy product. So we actually own our own small manufacturing facility. We own our own sampling facility. We own all of our raw materials. Because I already have the raw materials, I can have a collection from concept into the store in 4 months, but I can remake a collection in 2 to 3 weeks.
All right, but in this business of lingerie, brand is everything. And I know you say you have a brand, but you don't really, because no one knows Naya yet.
Catalina, you're not a brand. You're starting out. People don't know you. Why is the business worth $10 million or $9 million?
Because someone else said yes.
Market sets the price.
Could I take a portion of $9 million and emulate this with somebody else?
No.
Well, I don't agree with you.
You're not investing in my company based on today's valuation.
Why not?
This is not, because that's not the way it works. If you were to invest in this
It
company...
works that way for me. Your sales are squat.
Well, wait, tell him how it works.
We are growing. We've doubled our sales month over month over the past quarter.
From PP to PP.
But you know what? We don't spend money to get that PP. So we don't spend any money, and it still keeps selling.
I want to know the average order. Give me your metrics then.
Okay, so our average order is $80.
Okay.
The conversion from one collection to the next, the repeat purchase percentage is 14%.
That's a metric that's scary.
It's actually high, Mark.
Not for what you're trying to do when you're small. In a startup company where you have unique attachment to people because you're new, they found you. Now's the time when everybody should be most excited and most sharing and reordering the most.
So, again, the repeat purchase percentage from one collection to another is 14%. However, I don't think that you should look at it in a vacuum like that. And so, I don't think that with 2 collections you can come to that conclusion.
That's a big statement, right?
Well, I think that you should stop correcting us on what we think.
I mean, this early, there should be such a passionate response to you, such a passionate response to whatever collection you put up, particularly since you're online. That 14% is low, right? Whether it's valuation or how you see the future, I think there's a disconnect, and so for those reasons, I'm out.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Beautiful designs. I don't see it today at that value. I'm out.
Okay, appreciate it.
I think you made a big mistake. I think you made the assumption that just because someone else outside of Shark Tank would pay you a ridiculous multiple for your business, beyond ridiculous, that you could bring that in here and use it as proof that you're worth $9 or $10 million. An MBA is not a prerequisite for success at all. I have one too.
Understood.
Who cares? You have to go make money for investors. That's all that matters. I personally think it's worth about $1.5 million. And if I was going to give you $500,000, I'd need a premium on it. I mean, I think maybe 50-50. No, I'm serious.
I'm serious too. No, not happening.
Okay. You're dead to me. I'm out.
If I had to tell you something to learn from this that I do think is important, we get a lot of people in here that say, I'm from Silicon Valley, so therefore I've raised millions of dollars. And they're so in love with raising money that the brass tacks of actually selling something gets lost. I'm out. Damon is the only one left.
So how do you think your negotiation style has worked today?
Probably not that well.
I have nothing against strong women. I don't care if you were a male up here negotiating the same exact way. Oh, that's never going to happen. Oh, and correcting us all the time, because we just want to get the information. I just don't think it was the proper way. On one side, honestly, I don't know if I've seen better designing.
Thank you.
Damon, what are you going to do?
Four sharks are out. Damon is Catalina's last chance to make a deal for her lingerie company, Naya.
Damon, what are you going to do?
Evaluation at $10 million. I can't come close to that.
Look, when you sat down with the VCs in the Valley, you had to do some sort of projection, right? So 1 year, 3-year projections in sales. What did you tell them?
What are my projections for this company?
Or did they not care?
At that point, they didn't care.
Wow, that's amazing.
What do you project your sales to be in 2 years?
About 14 million in revenue a year.
I'm just curious. And then
Where
the
do
year
you
after?
get that projection from? Wait, I have to sober this
From the
down.
air.
I wonder where people come up with these really huge, what I consider somewhat crazy projections, and it says nothing to do with your line.
Catalina, do you know how hard it is to go from 140,000 to 14 million? Even in Silicon Valley. Do you know how long it takes to get to that level? Oracle didn't do it at that rate. Microsoft didn't do it at that rate.
There is already money in there, and I think it's stupid money. And I'm mad that it was valued at that. Because I would have been all in. So with that, I'm out.
Thank you very much for your time.